What would you do if your passenger turned violent?
No. Dude, don't do that again.
If your dashcam caught something impossible, or if a stranger appeared where no one should be.
Get off! Get off!
These are the moments drivers never forgot. And once you see them, neither will you.
Started out with him saying, "Have you ever crashed? Are you going to crash? You're going to crash."
In California, Uber driver Albert Castro thought it would be a normal shift on the Sacramento highway. That changed when his passenger started acting strange, first joking about an accident, then reaching for the steering wheel.
Hey, we're going to crash. We're going to crash. We're not going to crash. No. Dude, don't do that again. Don't do that again.
The car swerved as Albert fought to keep control. After a tense struggle, he managed to pull over safely, and authorities later stepped in to handle the unruly rider. Possessed passenger. An Uber driver's dashcam picked up a ride that felt straight out of a horror film. As a woman climbed in, her behavior shifted, jerky movements, unsettling noises, eyes rolling in strange ways. She looked less like a normal passenger and more like someone, or something, taking control of her body. Was it a medical episode, or something darker, paranormal possession caught on camera? The clip still creeps people out. Wild chase. Two people thought they had picked the perfect target when they tried to take over an Uber driver's car, but the plan backfired fast. The driver slammed the accelerator, weaving through traffic with sharp, sudden turns that threw them off balance. The ride became so intense that one of them panicked and leapt out. In the end, their easy score ended in total humiliation. Fridge bandits. A lady, Wendy Gordon, was driving along a quiet country lane when she spotted 3 men unloading a fridge from their van. As her dashcam recorded, they suddenly noticed the camera. One of them rushed forward and even jumped on her car as she tried to escape. Terrified, Wendy threw her vehicle in reverse and sped off, capturing the entire unnerving encounter on video.
Get off! Get off!
Phantom hitchhiker.
آقا یه لحظه ببخشید من اتفاقا شبو خیلی دوست دارم روزا که نمیام بیرون فقط شبا میام.
Late at night, a man spotted a lone woman by the roadside and, out of kindness, offered her a ride. She seemed normal at first, calm and polite, until he noticed something horrifying. One of her legs ended in hooves. His chest tightened as fear set in. Ancient stories warn of jinns taking human form, but their feet always give them away. And once you let them in your car, you don't just give them a ride. You give them a way to follow you forever. Highway warning. Late at night on July 25th, 2024, a dashcam captured what felt like a setup straight out of a horror film. A driver raced down a deserted highway, the road stretching endlessly into darkness until danger revealed itself. Just ahead, a massive pit yawned open in the asphalt. Seconds before disaster, a lone animal darted across the lane, forcing the driver to slam the brakes. Viewers couldn't decide what they'd witnessed, pure luck, eerie coincidence, or something otherworldly giving a warning right on time. Vanishing fare.
Sí, por favor, no me tardo mucho. Mire, dejo aquí mis cosas.
One Uber driver picked up a woman late at night who claimed she had no money. She left a small box in his car, promising to return. But when the driver knocked at her door, a man explained the box belonged to his wife, who had passed weeks earlier. Stunned, he returned to his car, only to see her again in the back seat, smiling before fading away. Russian road trap. This dashcam footage from Russia shows a man driving down a long, empty dirt road. Up ahead, a car is parked sideways, blocking his path. Suddenly, 2 men carrying baseball bats step out and approach his vehicle. It's clear this was a setup. The driver quickly seizes his chance, slams the gas, and escapes past them. He got away unharmed, though the men were never caught. Ghost Rider. The excitement of owning a new car didn't last long for one man, because something unseen came with it. While recording, he dared whatever was inside to prove itself. He told it to move a dial. The dial shifted. He asked again, and it slid back.
Are you able to? All the way. All the way. You got this. Keep going. Keep going.
Bro!
You got this. All the way.
Bro, no way.
Are you able to go all the way back? Show me.
No
Keep going.
way!
Keep going. All the way.
Most hauntings are violent or chaotic, but this was calm. Too calm. Almost like the ghost wasn't haunting him, but sharing the ride. Would you still keep the keys knowing you're never driving alone? Ghost passenger. In Japan, one taxi driver had a late-night shift that still gives him chills. His dashcam showed the door opening as if someone stepped inside, but no one appeared. Moments later, a strange silhouette flickered in the back seat, followed by what looked like a distorted face. When he reviewed the footage, the driver was so unsettled, he decided he'd never pick up passengers at night again. Road trap. A driver was cruising down the highway when a BMW ahead switched on its hazards and came to a stop in the middle of the lane. Thinking it was safe to pass, he tried to overtake, but the car swerved, blocking him. Moments later, the driver jumped out and ran toward him. Realizing it was a setup, the cam car sped off, escaping a clear attempt to trap him. Midnight jolt. An Uber driver was cruising quietly when his passenger suddenly jolted awake, screaming at the top of his lungs.
Where am I? What was that?
The outburst came out of nowhere, sending the driver into shock. Silent stare. One woman had just started her car when a man appeared at her window, leaning in with his arms crossed. He didn't say a word, just stared with an unsettling expression. From one side of his head, something shaped like a horn stuck out. Some online claimed it was a mask, others something darker. Whatever the case, his silent presence made the encounter deeply disturbing. Backseat shadow. An Uber driver thought his shift was over after a rider canceled the trip, but moments later, his cab's security camera caught something unforgettable. From the empty back seat, a faint figure slowly appeared, its eyes seeming to flicker as it leaned forward. The driver was shaken to his core, convinced he'd shared his car with more than just paying passengers that night. Empty eyes. Late at night, a cab driver was cruising along a quiet road when he noticed a man standing completely still by the roadside. Thinking it was a hitchhiker, he slowed down until the figure's face came into view. Its eyes were blank, cloudy whites, staring without a blink. The driver was shaken, and when the footage went online, many wondered if he had just filmed something far from human. Tesla horror.
It's a cemetery right in front of us.
A woman pulled her car to a stop near a cemetery, and that's when things turned chilling. Her Tesla's screen showed a figure standing right beside her car, but when she looked, no one was there. The road was silent, empty, yet on the display, the figure stayed frozen, as if watching her. Some brushed it off as a tech glitch, but the woman wasn't buying it. Given where she stopped, she was certain she wasn't alone, just that her passenger wasn't exactly alive.
Right? Yeah, I don't see nobody, but look.
Blinding escape. On November 25, 2024, a police chase took a bizarre turn. Officers were closing in on a suspect when he pulled a move no one saw coming. Mid-chase, he hurled a flashlight out the window. But not just any flashlight, guys. This monster blasted out 100,000 lumens, flooding the night with blinding daylight. For a few seconds, the road looked like high noon. The cops couldn't see a thing, and by the time their vision cleared, the suspect had completely vanished. Some people called it pure luck. Others swore it looked like sorcery. Either way, the getaway was nothing short of genius. Haunting ride. In Argentina, one woman spotted something on the road she couldn't shake. An ambulance sped past, but from its side door, a pale hand hung out, dragging across the asphalt. Startled drivers honked, trying to alert the crew, yet the vehicle never stopped. Strange loop. In a quiet parking lot, a woman and her friend noticed a man walking toward their car. What unsettled them wasn't just his presence, but his behavior. He repeated the same motion again and again, his mouth frozen in a wide O. She recorded the eerie sight and shared it online. Some called it a glitch, others something deeper, but no one could shake how disturbing it looked.
What is he doing with his hands? Oh my God.
Human glitch. At a red light, a driver noticed the car ahead stop strangely. When he looked closer, the man inside moved in stiff, jerky motions, almost like a machine gone wrong. His head twitched unnaturally, and then he locked eyes with the camera, staring without a blink. The moment ended quickly, but it left the witness feeling like they had just watched reality slip for a second. Masked watchers. Driving down a quiet stretch, one man spotted 4 figures cloaked in black, wearing pale, expressionless masks. They didn't flinch, didn't hide, just stared. Then, slowly, they began walking toward his car. The recording cut off right there, leaving viewers on edge. Some shrugged it off as a prank, but others raised a chilling question. If it really was a joke, why did no one step forward or ever appear again? Vanished walker. A man was caught on camera crossing the street. He passed behind a parked car, but never came out the other side. The driver watching was baffled. How could someone just disappear mid-step? Some said maybe he just froze behind the vehicle. Others claimed it was a glitch in reality itself, that he slipped straight into another dimension. So what do you think happened?
Where the f*** did he just go?
The double. A man was driving almost an hour away from home when he heard a sudden knock on his window. To his shock, it was his girlfriend. Same face, same voice. But here's the problem. She was supposed to be at home, miles away. She begged him to unlock the door, but something about her felt off, unnatural. He refused to move. Later, he swore it wasn't her at all, but a skinwalker wearing her face, trying to trick him. Frozen apparition. On a snowy, fog-filled road, a dashcam caught something deeply unsettling. The driver slowed down after spotting an old woman standing dead center in the street. She didn't move. Her body leaned forward in a way no one naturally could, as if locked in place. Some said maybe she was hurt, but the stillness felt too unnatural, too staged. It was as if time itself had stopped around her. Many believe what the camera captured that night wasn't human at all, but a real glitch in the Matrix. Night Stalker. A quiet late-night drive turned into pure nightmare fuel when something darted into the headlights. Its face was twisted, its arms stretched far longer than any humans should. The driver panicked as the humanoid figure suddenly lunged, chasing the car with impossible speed. He slammed it in reverse, heart pounding, but the glowing eyes and sharp ears never left his sight. Some claimed it was a vampire straight out of folklore. Others insisted it had to be a prank. Either way, no one wanted to meet it in person. White Walker. What kind of sane person wanders a lonely road at night in a long, flowy white dress? Exactly. Probably not a person at all. A driver learned this the hard way when he spotted her moving fast, unnaturally fast, like she was either chasing something or being hunted herself. He slowed for just a second, torn between helping and fleeing, but instinct screamed louder. One thing's certain, he didn't wait to see what she really was. Desert Chase. A man was driving alone through the desert when a tall figure in a black robe suddenly ran across his path. No matter how he steered, it stayed ahead, moving unnaturally fast. almost gliding. The driver later said it didn't feel human at all, more like a djinn trying to lure him closer. He barely escaped, but the footage still unsettles everyone who sees it. Sudden arrival. A man was driving down a quiet road in China when his dashcam caught something strange. The car ahead suddenly swerved, but the road looked empty. Then, out of nowhere, a man appeared directly in front of it. The car stopped just in time, and the man simply stood up and walked away. With no turns or cover nearby, people still wonder how he got there at all. Watcher in the car. A woman casually filmed her walk, unaware of what her camera really caught. In a parked car, viewers later noticed a pale face with oversized eyes staring right at her. It didn't move, didn't blink, just stared. Some call it a ghost, others think it was a masked stranger hiding. The creepiest part? She never noticed it was there. Daylight phantom. While driving through a small Florida village, a man spotted something chilling in broad daylight. His camera caught a faint, see-through figure drifting across an open field. No shadows, no tricks of night vision. This was clear as day. The kind of thing that makes you wonder if ghosts don't just haunt at night.
What the?
Biker versus crayjacker. Traffic was crawling when chaos suddenly broke out. A carjacker tried to make his move. But before things spiraled, a biker came out of nowhere and stopped him in pure action movie fashion. With one swift takedown, he had the whole mess under control. No cape, no script, just the unexpected hero we never knew we needed, rolling in on two wheels. Headless commuter. What started as a routine bus ride quickly turned into nightmare fuel. A passenger glanced out the window only to spot a figure strolling down the sidewalk. Calm, casual, but completely headless. Just a fleeting moment, yet enough to freeze your blood. Some called it a camera trick. Others swore it was something inhuman slipping through reality. Illusion or not, one thing's certain. You don't expect to see a headless walker on your way to work. Pale watcher. Driving late at night can be unsettling, but these guys felt fine with cars around. One filmed casually until something strange appeared. In a building window, a pale face stared directly into the camera, almost aware it was seen. No one knows if it was human or if it moved after they passed. Forest lurker. Driving through the woods at night already sets an uneasy mood, but this man's trip home took a darker turn. He hit the brakes after spotting someone crouched near the road. At least, he thought it was someone, until the camera showed otherwise. The figure was twisted at strange angles, its arms and legs stretched unnaturally long. Some believe it was a forest witch gathering herbs. Others whisper it was something far worse, a skinwalker, watching from just outside the reach of his headlights. Highway phantom. A trucker on SR 87 in Arizona had a night he'll never forget. Around 2:30 a.m., he spotted a ghost-like figure walking right down the center of the road. At first, it stood completely still, then moved slowly as his truck closed in. He drove past, shocked, and when his headlights cleared, the figure was simply gone. No footsteps, no shadow off to the side, nothing. The dashcam only captured a few seconds, but those few seconds are enough to leave viewers uneasy. Tesla ghost.
So someone told me that this place was haunted and that Teslas can detect ghosts. Alright, so there's no one here. This place is abandoned, right? But look what shows up on my screen. You see someone walking. What is that?
A man decided to test the rumor that Teslas can detect ghosts. He parked in a quiet, deserted area and kept his eyes on the car's display. That's when it showed a figure walking nearby, though no one was actually there. He kept filming, trying to make sense of it, when the figure on the screen suddenly rushed toward the car. The video cut out right there, leaving viewers divided. Was it a ghost or just a clever glitch? backseat grin. A man was driving through the woods, casually recording the scenery. Nothing strange until another car passed by. In that split second, viewers noticed something disturbing. A figure sat in the back seat, staring straight into the camera. And then came the grin. Unnatural, stretched too wide, almost predatory. Some brushed it off as a prank, but others weren't so convinced. That smile didn't feel like coincidence. It felt like a warning meant for whoever was watching. Auto Ghost. While driving down a road in India, a man spotted a rickshaw racing ahead. At first, nothing seemed odd until he noticed the driver's seat was empty. The vehicle moved smoothly, swerving and keeping speed as if guided by unseen hands. Shocked, he filmed the moment and later posted it online. That's when the debate began. Some were convinced he had captured proof of a ghostly presence, while others claimed it was nothing more than a runaway rickshaw or a clever setup. Tiny terror.
Vea, muchacho, vea, los que no creen en los duendes, vea.
In Candelaria, a quiet town in Valle del Cauca, Colombia, a tractor driver spotted something unsettling on the road. At first glance, it resembled a child standing alone. But as he got closer, the figure was far too small and oddly proportioned to be human. Its movements and shape were uncanny, almost like a mythical little person come to life. The driver filmed the encounter, and the clip quickly spread online. Many viewers declared it one of the clearest leprechaun sightings ever captured. White Lady. This chilling dashcam clip from Quirino, Philippines, first aired on national TV before going viral online. Recorded late at night in Adonin, it showed a pale figure cloaked in white, with long dark hair, sitting eerily still in the back of a pickup truck. She didn't move, not once. Locals weren't shocked though. They'd long whispered of a white lady haunting that road, tied to strange happenings reported for years. For the driver, slowing down was the only choice. Fear had taken the wheel. Phantom car. In Russia, dashcam footage surfaced years ago that still baffles viewers today. At first, everything seemed ordinary. A car waited at a red light, then turned left when it turned green. No oncoming traffic, nothing unusual. But then, out of nowhere, another vehicle appeared, like it materialized from thin air, forcing the driver to slam the brakes. Even stranger, a second car to the right also stopped, as if reacting to something unseen. Was it just perspective, or a true phantom on the road? Ghost Walker. One surveillance camera caught something that seemed straight out of a horror flick. A man appeared in the middle of a busy street, not running, not dodging, just strolling calmly while cars zipped past him. But here's the part that made jaws drop. Every single vehicle went straight through him. No brakes, no collisions, nothing. It was as if he wasn't even real. While some argued it was just a camera glitch, others swore they had witnessed an actual ghost caught on tape. Backwards being. Late one night, a driver thought the road ahead was empty until his headlights locked onto something disturbing. At first, it seemed human, but its body was all wrong. Pale skin, tangled black hair, and a crouched figure twisted in the strangest way, facing completely backward. Then came the moment that froze him. The figure slowly stood up, still turned the wrong way, and began walking step by step, without ever showing its face. That was enough for the driver. He hit reverse and sped off, heart racing. But one question still lingers. What if he hadn't backed away? Werewolf Woman. A man was recording casually when something bizarre unfolded. Out of nowhere, a strange woman appeared, later nicknamed online as the Werewolf Woman. At first, she just stood there, but suddenly, she dropped to the ground, crouching low as if hiding from something only she could see. That's when viewers spotted the eerie twist. High above in the night sky, a glowing object hovered silently. Was she terrified of that? Or was there some hidden connection between the woman and the light? Road encounter. One early morning in India, a man was riding his motorcycle on a quiet country road when he noticed a woman dressed in white standing ahead. At first, it seemed like an ordinary sight, but as he got closer, her body began shifting in strange, unsettling ways. Alarmed, he turned his bike around and sped off. A quick glance back left him shaken. The figure had transformed into a dog-like creature chasing after him. Many believe he crossed paths with a skinwalker. Window stare. Stories about feral people in the Appalachian Mountains have been around for years, but few ever get proof. One woman may have come close when she stopped her car for a short break. Out of nowhere, a face pressed against her window, thin, hollow, and unsettling, with red-tinted eyes that didn't seem human at all. It just stood there, staring at her through the glass. Somehow, she kept her composure. Honestly, most of us would have hit the gas immediately. Backseat terror. A late-night drive turned unsettling for one man trailing behind another car. At first, it seemed normal, until something suddenly sat up in the back seat. The movement was quick and unnatural, like it didn't belong to a human body. Its pale face and hands pressed against the rear glass, eyes catching the light in a disturbing way. Some compared it to the Rake, a creature pulled straight from nightmares. Trapped in that car or not, the thought alone is terrifying. Crossing over. Surveillance cameras captured a moment that sent chills through everyone who saw it. A dark, human-like figure strolled across a packed street, but the cars never swerved, never braked. Instead, each vehicle passed straight through the figure, like it wasn't even there. The shadow kept walking unfazed before fading into nothing at the camera's edge. Was this a glitch in reality, a restless spirit, or proof that not everything walking among us is bound by our rules of the world? Rolling tires. A man sat outside, relaxing after a long day, never expecting the bizarre. But surveillance footage told a different story. Two tires, sitting still in the corner, suddenly began rolling, slowly, straight toward him. The strange part? Nothing else around moved. The moment he stood up, the tires stopped, then toppled like the trick was over. Viewers debated, was it a ghost messing around, or just a creepy prank? The man didn't wait for answers. He was gone in seconds. Trunk attack. A man was just opening his car trunk when something small and fast suddenly jumped on him. Before he could even react, it clung tightly, refusing to let go. Then, it got even stranger. Several more tiny figures, almost gnome-like, leapt out and scurried toward him. The dashcam caught every moment, but no one knows why they acted that way or what they wanted. One thing's clear. The encounter left him shaken and uneasy. Smoke figure. CCTV footage looked normal at first, until a car passed by on an empty road. Suddenly, someone appeared right behind it. It was an old man, like he'd tumbled from the trunk, but the trunk was closed. No explanation made sense. Then it got stranger. As he slowly stood and began to walk, his body started fading, like smoke drifting in the wind. Whatever this was, it didn't feel human, and it vanished before anyone could react. Vanishing driver. An officer pulled over a car and started checking the driver's info. That's when he noticed the registration had expired. Turning to ask the woman about it, the driver's seat was empty. She was gone. No sound, no movement, no trace. The cops searched everywhere, stunned. One moment she was there, the next, it was like she'd never existed. To this day, it remains one of the eeriest traffic stops ever caught on camera.
Any drugs or alcohol in the vehicle?
No, of course not.
All right. Sit tight, sir. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Your registration is What the?
Sarah?
What the heck?
Sarah?
Shadow kids. Late at night in Mexico, 2 police officers patrolling near an old elementary school stopped in their tracks. Behind the locked gates, they saw 2 small silhouettes, kids, or at least that's what they looked like. Before the officers could react, the figures screamed and vanished into the darkness. No features were visible, just shadows. Many online called them shadow people. Whatever they were, the cops certainly didn't sleep easy that night. Ghost Hound. Late one night, a man parked on a quiet road got an unexpected visitor. A friendly dog ran up to his window. Laughing, he started filming while petting it. A passing car drew his attention for a moment, and when he looked back, the dog was gone. His hand still hovered outside, but the road was empty. Later, he noticed something strange in the footage. The dog had no reflection. Some say it was no ordinary stray. Silent ritual. Late at night, a driver rolled down a quiet, empty road when he spotted 4 pale figures around a small fire. They moved slowly, perfectly in sync, almost like some kind of ritual. As he passed, all 4 turned to stare at him at once, like they knew he was watching. He didn't stop, just kept driving, but that chilling, silent gaze lingered long after the road vanished behind him. Creepy follower.
Crazy guy that just popped up in front of my car.
A man from Brooklyn had a drive he won't forget. Out of nowhere, a strange man blocked his car and slowly walked toward him, moving in a way that felt almost possessed. The driver froze, unsure what to do. When he tried to pull away, the stranger followed, never breaking eye contact. He just stood there, staring, until the police finally arrived and took him away.
I called the cops. What the is this?
And now let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. Late at night, an Uber driver found himself in a tense situation when a passenger suddenly demanded money.
I don't have any money.
Stop paying me. Where's that right now?
I don't have cash. It's a digital world, bro.
Man, give me a wallet.
I don't have it.
Give me a wallet. Right now.
Most people might have panicked, but this driver stayed composed, calmly telling the man to leave. The dashcam captured every moment, the subtle standoff, the rising tension. Then, when things escalated, the driver acted fast, pulling the car away and forcing the troublemaker out.
Stop playing me before I hit you right here. Give me that wallet,
I got him on camera, too.
It's one of those clips that really shows how staying calm under pressure can make all the difference. People online can't stop debating. Would you have kept your cool in the same situation? See you next time.